Hello friends, it's me, Dan. Welcome to the final day of Chancetober. It's been quite a month and I've done quite a few drawings. I only took one day off, and that was for a good reason. The highest number on the die was rolled, 12. And that's Plastober. And the prompt today is ASCENT. Before we get started, I'd like to talk about this pen, the Rotring Isograph .35. It's not a fountain pen, but it is a fantastic fine and consistent line. And I don't know if you can see it here in this video, but you can see how the brown plastic is kind of splaying out a little bit, but there are these cracks forming and it's getting really loose. And so I was able to contact Rotring, and they were kind enough to send me a whole pen. I was expecting the body. I was like, look, the body here is cracking and it's hard to hold, and I just need a replacement piece. And like, oh, we'll get you that replacement piece, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get this new piece. And here it is. They just sent an entire replacement pen. I suppose it's probably easier for them to just do that instead of having all these different elements in a bin that you would have to pack. But as you can see, as I twist off the old body, I have a full cartridge of ink ready to go. It's all filled, and there's no point in replacing everything. So I swapped out the body and I'm ready to go. So in the past month, I've done a lot of ink washes and I've done a lot of black and white drawings. And the goal was to keep it simple. The goal was to keep it short and sweet. And I ended up making videos every day and ended up trying new things. And it got more and more elaborate. And of course, as it goes, when you're trying to do something right, it takes time. And then ASCENT, the prompt ASCENT is there's a lot to it, and it's interesting that, I'm sure there's no coincidence. It was not left to chance that ASCENT is the final prompt on Plastober prompt list, because you feel like you have ascended into something different after completing 30 days or 31 days of drawing. Plastober did build in days off. I did use one, as I said earlier. So I thought here I would again, the intent is to do a quick, simple drawing. It's simple in that I only did black and white. I didn't do any washes. I didn't do any gray. But I went in not really knowing anything about what I was going to be drawing. I drew this astronaut. I have a affinity for astronauts in space alone, or scuba divers sinking down. So I figured the astronaut would be a good motif for ascending. And I drew him, and I then did the best I could to... I drew him, and I drew those circles and the straight line that he was kind of traveling. And then I did the best I could to not think about what I was going to be doing. And while I haven't explored automatic drawing per se, it is something I do want to do a video about and explore and think about as a meditative practice. I've fallen off a bunch of wagons lately. I've not been running, been meditating. I've been busy with animation and work, and work has kind of returned to normal. So I'm glad I've been able to keep this practice of drawing and art alive, and it's time to fold that into other practices that are good for my mental and physical well-being. I don't know if I can run and draw at the same time. But it's something to think about. So I thought this would be a shorter drawing, but I did draw for over 2 hours. This is sped up quite a bit because no one wants to sit here for over 2 hours as I doodle. So I'm trying just to let my mind wander and draw whatever it is he is ascending from. And it was nice just to sit and not think. I think there are a few videos online about automatic drawing and automatic writing and letting your mind take you on its own journey. And I think it's something I'll have to visit soon. And the isograph is a great pen for this drawing just because I was able to do it and not worry about line quality as much as you would with a fountain pen or a dip pen or a brush. It is more contained, of course. It is a mechanical pen. I'm not exactly sure the definition of the isograph, but it's a consistent fine line, and the ink actually comes out so in such a rate that it is possible to go back and fill in these darker spots. It does make me think about picking up a fatter isograph. That might help with make some of the darker spots fill in even quicker and add a little bit of line variance. But with the customer support also with isograph, I was able to provide a receipt and they quickly replaced it. There was even a bit of a snafu in shipping, so this is the second pen that they've attempted to ship me. So maybe it wasn't the quickest in receiving, but it was very quick in response, and they were very nimble with handling my issues. So that is no small feat. As an artist, I'm sure I have many issues. So after 2.5 hours of drawing and the kids wanting to go trick-or-treat, called it a day on this drawing. I don't know if it's done. I think there's a lot here. Ascension is never a completion. I think ascension is never a destination. It's the process. So we'll keep going, and I hope you guys had a great October. I know I did. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.